Dear me, in a dream, I saw the adolescent version of myself leaning against a wall at a middle school dance. Appearing nervous, with our head down, he seemed wanting, if not needing, of some advice. I pulled out a napkin, composed a letter, a literal self-help manual, slipped it into my own prepubescent hand, looked down and read, "Dear me, dance." Though you will not be good at it until your early 20s. Bear witness to how solar systems are created within the orbits of thighs, how stars always burn out yet seem to shine on as you two-step through universe. Don't forget to breathe. If she approaches, it was meant to be. If not, Big Dipper or supernova. You will discover, painfully, the wonder behind dancing is like love. It is not always predicated on the idea that you will always have another there to do it with you. You will often find that you are doing dancing and loving alone. But don't you dare stop. Dear me, or best friend an imaginary turtle could have. Your imagination is stardust, the stuff of fantasies and fairy tales. Careful. Do not get lost in the clouds or blown away by the storm of indecision. There is gravity in your dreams, forces felt but rarely seen like purpose or faith. Allow only truth to propel you. The forest is thick, wrought with distraction and danger. Hone your instincts. Even after they've betrayed you, our wits, like the blade, are only sharpened through use. Dear me, or future phoenix rising. Addiction and abuse are hidden within the strands of your DNA. For you, there is no such thing as trying drugs. You were raised, having never been taught how to heal while giving in to the pain, only how to mask it or avoid it or dump it at the feet of those who loved you. Abusing substances was never the problem, merely the wrong answer. A poisonous solution that will strip your branches bare, causing you to lose things, most of which the universe will never see fit to give you a second chance with, all of which will break your mother's heart. Dear me, a would-be knight in shining armor. Warning, the people labeled broken on arrival cannot be saved, only loved and accepted as you will one day hope to be. Joseph, put down the blades. Pins are not tourniquets, paper a poor band-aid. It will be years before poetry will send word to save you. Stop it now. Your soul will heal long before those scars do. Dear four-eyed oracle, some wounds won't heal magically with mother's kiss, won't make sense for years to come. This is just a writing exercise. If I could actually give you life as a manuscript, the instructions would simply read, only change the parts where you hurt people. Everything else is miracle. Besides, what's the worst that could happen? You grow up to be me, a shattered but mending, sometimes unemployed, literary freestyle specialist with a vampire's thirst for the universe's lifeblood. And young man, I have loved you all along. Sincerely, Joseph Green. Hello, friends. My name is Joseph Green, and I am a faithful father, present partner, obliging offspring, contributing citizen, recent recovery coach in training, and I can be all of these things because I am a person in long-term recovery. It is an honor to be here-ish with you, celebrating Recovery Month in the middle of what is, I hope, not the first 15 minutes of a post-apocalyptic film. I hope it is instead the beginning of a movie that ends with us knowing one thing to be true. We can't do this alone. From Black Lives Matter to humane immigration policies and practices to women's rights to protecting the lives and civil liberties of LGBTQIA+ communities to merely staying safe and healthy during a freaking global pandemic. A lot is going on. People all over the country are facing these realities and a whole lot more, many of them, while also trying to maintain their recovery or being supportive of somebody in recovery. Let this be the moment where we invite everyone to the table. Let this be the moment when we make amends where amends are due. Let us facilitate hard conversations when needed, be guided by humility, not our egos, and draw strength from our diversity and intersectionality instead of falling for the false security of tribalism. At its very essence, my job is storytelling. When I'm not sharing stories, I'm working with schools, prevention and recovery programs, and nonprofit organizations to help others craft their story for society's good. I do this because I believe that our stories matter, and within them lie the magical power to create empathy, love, and understanding, and aren't those a few things we need more of nowadays? Learn your story, share your story, but most importantly, listen to the stories of others. If you want to know more about me or the work that I do, you can find me at www.lmsvoice.com. Happy Recovery Month. And now, one last poem. The Ballad of St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes. May we lost causes find at the height of our sobriety that which we never found at the bottom of our addiction. Salvation was never there, trust me. I looked often and with the thorough eye of a man willing to face anyone except his own truth. My truth, a relentless and unforgiving lover who always refused to assume the role of mistress. She would lie with me when I thought I was alone, sit next to me on the train when I thought I was running away, and if I adjusted the frequency just so, I swear I could hear her whisper, "I can set you free." She was there the day I sat shaking in the corner of my drug dealer's kitchen, waiting for him to fall asleep so that I might creep into his stash spot and place a Band-Aid over this bullet wound of an addiction. She was there the day the man who welcomed me in like a son said like Christ to Judas, "I know it was you." Selfish son with sinister intent and sinning fingers stealing from the cash register his money, his trust, but somehow never his faith. She was there the day my closest friend stopped speaking to me. He recognized the signs, had been through this before, and refused to be on the receiving end of yet another suicide note. She was also there the day I learned that what the world had taught me was a moral failing was in fact a disease, a poison passed effortlessly through the veins of my family tree. She told me on that day, never forget. Recovery is to redemption as love is to forgiveness. Where there is one, you will always find the other. We must fall out of love with punishing ourselves for the pain our actions have inflicted upon others. I'm sorry will only ever be a bucket of sand trying to smother a forest fire. And while apologies are an important step, if the universe is ever to extract the remaining usefulness from us, forgiveness has to be an olive branch we eventually extend ourselves. Seek to embody the spirit of St. Jude. Let us use this life and this light and these words as a beacon of hope for anyone who has ever considered themselves a lost cause. We fight for the damagers and the damaged, the feared and the fearful, the breakers and the broken, to remind them that they are not alone, that we are all here hurting and healing together. We fight for the millions we've lost, for their loved ones searching for purpose amongst the embers of lives extinguished far too soon, for entire communities that have been ravaged by a system that has too long punished the crime instead of treating the disease, for those working from within the system, attempting to restore humanity, to restore dignity to spaces too often sacrificed for the financial or political bottom line. Together, we can create this world the way we would want it to be, not just by knowing what we are fighting against, but by knowing and never forgetting what we are fighting for. Amen.